Hello cherry lovers, I'm back with another great recipe. Today we're going to do chicken and asparagus, so stay tuned. Okay, we're back. Today the recipe is actually a really great recipe. It has chicken and asparagus, and it has chives and garlic. I'm going to read to you the ingredients here and you can follow along. We're going to use 5 to 6 chicken breasts cut up into 1-inch pieces. Then you're going to have salt and pepper to taste with about 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Next we have a cup of soy sauce, and you can use low sodium or you can use the regular. A half a cup of chicken broth, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, a teaspoon of ground ginger, or you can use fresh ginger. I'm using fresh ginger here today. Use a couple of pinches of cayenne pepper. If you like the taste of something spicy, you can add the cayenne pepper or you can omit that. Larry's not big on the spicy, so I'm only using a couple of pinches of cayenne pepper. Also, we're going to have 6 cloves of garlic minced, 8 ounces of sliced mushroom, and a pound of asparagus cut with the woody stems cut off, trimmed into 1-inch pieces. Also, you're going to have a bunch of scallions with the whites and the greens added in, or you can use just the green onions because they're both basically the same. Okay, let's get started. Now I'm going to turn my skillet on because what we want to do, we want to use 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. The recipe calls for 4, but we're going to use 2 tablespoons right now, which I've already added to the skillet. We're going to let that get hot, and then we're going to add some other ingredients. So I'm going to let that get hot and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now what you want to do here, your chicken that you got cut up into pieces, you want to season your chicken to your taste with your pepper and salt and your 2 teaspoons of garlic. You want to mix that up real good, and as you can see, I've already mixed up my chicken with the salt and pepper and garlic. And then you want to mix your soy sauce and your chicken broth. Get your little bowl, and your fresh ginger or your ground ginger, and mix that really well with the cornstarch. Stir that, make sure there's no lumps in there. So remember, that's the soy sauce, the chicken broth, the cornstarch, and your ginger. And stir that until it's no lumps in it. And then we've got our oil heating here. 2 tablespoons of oil over the medium-high heat. Don't get it too hot. And now we're going to add our chicken. Try not to get it to splatter. Add your chicken in there and let that cook for about 5 minutes or until it's cooked completely through. There's no pink in the center. And I'm going to let that cook for about 5 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now the next thing you're going to do, I've got this chicken nicely cooked here and it's all the way cooked through. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it right here into this container. I'm done with the chicken for now. Add this chicken to this bowl. Okay. And next we're going to add the other 2 tablespoons of olive oil to the skillet. The skillet is still nice and hot. Okay. Garlic. We want to get the garlic in here. I'll saute this garlic for about 1 minute in that oil. And there's a couple things that I wanted to let you know about this recipe while that's sauteing there. You can actually use something called coconut aminos. It's a little different than the soy sauce, but it's actually not as high in sodium, and it's a good substitute for the soy sauce, and it's also vegan. So if you would like to use that instead of the soy sauce, it's a little lower sodium. Okay, the next thing we're going to do here is add the mushrooms to the garlic. Stir that up. Get that going. Oh, that garlic smell. You guys know I love garlic, and everything that I cook, just about anything goes great with any meal with garlic. So that really smells really good. So stir that up for just about a minute there. Get that stirred up. And now we're going to add in the asparagus. Get that stirred up. Now, some of you might like your asparagus a little bit crispy. Larry does not. So the recipe calls for cooking this just until it's lightly tender. But Larry likes it a little bit more, so it's going to take me a few more minutes to get that to his liking. So I'm going to let that cook a little bit longer. Stir that all up. Get those flavors mixed. Oops. And I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we've got this pretty tender here. Just a little bit crisp, but pretty tender. The next thing you want to do is add in your mixture of soy sauce, chicken broth, but you want to stir that up really good, because sometimes the cornstarch will actually settle to the bottom. So you want to stir that up, give that a good stir, and then slowly pour that into your your asparagus, and then give that a little stir, and then you want to add in your chicken that you took out earlier. Be careful not to splatter and not burn yourself. Pour all your chicken in there, and then give that a good mix. And what you want to do, you want to bring this to a complete boil, and as you bring that to a complete boil, the sauce that you have in there will actually thicken, and that's what you want, to get that to thicken up. So we'll stir that, keep that nice and stir. You can see that's getting thick already, and that takes a couple of minutes, so I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now, as you can see, look at that. All of those flavors, the ginger, the fresh garlic, and the asparagus all mixed up in there. That is ready to eat. Now, the next thing we're going to do here, I'm going to take the scallions or green onions, they're both the same, and you just sprinkle that over top. I love scallions, I love onions, I love green onions. Sprinkle that over the top. And also, as you can see over here, I made a pot of brown rice. Yes, this is a very healthy meal. Of course, again, you can use the coconut aminos so that you can have the low sodium, and you would avoid some of the sodium that's in the soy sauce. So we have rice. You can use brown rice, you can use quinoa, or you can have mashed potatoes, whatever the size you want. But there's your perfect meal. I'm going to set it to the table, and then I'm going to ask Larry to taste it for me, and we'll be right back.
Okay, folks, she wants me to test this, so I'm going to test it. It looks delicious. I'm not going to tell no lie. I've already tasted it. It is delicious, but I'm going to taste it online so you guys can see it, because it is magnificent. I can't talk with my mouth full. This is good, people. If you get a chance, take the recipe and make it. Your family, your husband, your significant other, whoever's gonna love this. So, if you like this video, like and subscribe. Joyce did an excellent job. Bye now.